So let's work on lab 1.38 where we explore a single location in a lab. So the instructions are as follows. You have been hired as a network technician for a small corporate network. So today is your first day on the job and you need to familiarize yourself with the network. So in addition, a new employee will be working in Office 2 and you need to set up their computer. So in this lab, you are to complete the following hardware view of the Office 2 computer. So first of all, you're going to add a monitor to Office 2. Secondly, you're going to use the HDMI cable to connect the monitor to the Office 2 computer. Then you're going to connect the power cord to the monitor and plug in the monitor. Thirdly, you're going to add the keyboard and mouse to the Office computer. And then finally, you're going to turn on the monitor and the computer. So let's start. So as it's loads, just let's start right away and get to the instructions. So here we go. We're going to add the monitor to Office 2. Then after that, we're going to use the HDMI cable to connect the monitor to Office 2. So let's start with adding the monitor to Office 2. So we're going to Office 2. Let's go to Office 2. Then we are going to select hardware. We have our hardware over here. Then we are going to go to our shelf and take the monitor. So we're going to drag these monitors and drag it to the shelf just next to the bench, next to the computer. So we're going to drag it over here. So we have our monitor in Office 2. Okay. Great. So once you have done that, you're going to connect the monitor to the computer. So first of all, we are going to go over here. Then we're going to go back of the CPU. Then after we have done that, going just above the computer so that we can have a back view of the computer as well. Then from there, we're going to our shelf, then expand the shelves, then be able to pick up a HDMI cable. So as we have picked our HDMI cable, we're going to connect it. We're going to drag the connector. So the HDMI connector to the HDMI port. So we are going to connect the HDMI connector to the HDMI port. So where is our HDMI port? At the back of a computer. Let's expand this, and I think we have it here. Oops, those are the wall outlets. So it must be somewhere over here. Yes, we are now connected to the motherboard. Then we are going to connect the remaining bit to that. Yes, we have our HDMI connected to the computer. Now, once you have done that, you're going to plug in the monitor. So then under shelves, you're going to select the power cable. And then we're going to plug in our power source. Good, we are good to go. Then the female, that was the male part. So we're going to connect the male part to the unused power port on the wall plate. We have connected the male part to the unused part of the wall. Then you're going to connect the female to the monitor power port. Okay. So our monitor has a power port over here, so we're going to connect that. After you've done that, we are going to add a keyboard and a mouse. So let's have our front view. Then we're going to input devices. So we have expanded the devices. So we're going to drag the keyboard to an empty USB port on the back of the computer. Okay. So we're going to select our keyboard and our mouse. Okay, let's start with the mouse. So at the back of our computer, we are going to connect the USB cable. So can we wait just a minute? Okay, we can connect this to yes. Now we can as well connect the keyboard. So keyboard we can connect to the empty to this. Yeah. So once we have done that, we power on our monitor and computer. So let's have a front view. And power on. Okay, then we're going to power on our computer. Going to as well power it on over here. So we have our view. Then we can click on start. So once you click on start, we're going to go to settings. Then we can explore the operating system simulator capabilities. So from the front, from the top menu, we can select Office 2 to switch back to the hardware view. So we have our Bluetooth on our network. We can actually explore that our computer is actually working. Then we can go back to from our top menu, we can select Office 2 to switch back to hardware view. And then we are so like done. We can score our lab and enjoy our score. So I'll share the score on our YouTube thumbnail. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment where we will respond where we can.